Hey there, it's Joe, Sloppy Joe Shredshack, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Peavey 6505, arguably the most popular metal amp in all human history. Now, this is the first time that I've ever got to play a 6505 for an extended period of time if I wasn't in someone else's jam space or I wasn't hanging out at a friend's house. Luckily, I had a friend named Kyle who let me borrow his for a few days so I could kind of play around with it and see what kind of sounds I could get out of it. And this thing is a monster. Oh my God, it is awesome. This thing blew my pants off. I don't think anyone could blow the pants off this guy because they're probably really tight all the time. But this amp is insane. I had the gain on the rhythm channel at like 4.5, and that was way more gain than I've ever needed in my entire life. Just an insane amount of gain. It's really, really cool. If you're looking to get some really chunky metal rhythms, there's one thing this guy does know a lot about, and it's about being chunky. If you're looking for those chunky metal rhythms, let me tell you, bud, this is your amplifier. If you're looking to play thrash metal, death metal, grindcore, black metal, this is the amp for anything extreme. I am absolutely floored with it. Now, I could name off a few artists that use the 6505, but I'd be basically naming off every artist, every heavy metal artist since 2000. It's insane. Everyone uses this frickin' amp. And you know why? There's a reason for that. It sounds good. It sounds so good. I am just floored. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take a walk to the front panel of this amplifier and just take a look at it. Why not? All right, so we're gonna take a look at the Peavey 6505 right here. Now, you got two inputs. You got a normal gain, and then you got a high gain. You have a pre-gain. You have your little channel switcher dude there. We have a bright switch, and then you have a crunch switch for that clean channel. That's kind of cool. Kind of much like any modern amplifier here. All right, so then you got your lead pre-gain, you got your low, mids, and your highs, all set to 666 because, let's be serious, this is a metal amplifier. Now, you also got your rhythm post-gain, your lead post-gain, and your power amp, so you got a resonance knob and a presence knob right there. Resonance is definitely more the bass focused if you want to really just crush and make that amp thump. That's the knob that you play with. The presence does like the ultra high end. Very basic. You got a standby and a power switch. It does have a foot switch that comes along with it. I just don't have one today. But this is the Peavey 6505. 120 watts of 6L6 power, let me tell you, bud. So as per usual, we're gonna try to get a few tones. I'm just gonna kind of flip through the channels as I normally do. We're gonna plug into both the inputs. We're gonna play with the resonance and presence knobs and just screw around with it and see what kind of sounds we can get. We're just gonna experiment. So what I'm gonna be using is my Kiesel SCB6 running straight into the front end of the Peavey 6505. That'll be coming out of a Marshall 1960B cabinet being mic'd up by a Sennheiser E609. Let's take a look at a few tones. So my final thoughts on this amplifier. It's a beast. Woo! Let me tell you, bud, this is insane. Now, positives? It's so loud. It's a metal amplifier. It is an undistinguishable metal sound. And anytime when you see a guitarist playing this amplifier, you know stuff is gonna get real. Things I don't particularly like about it, the mid-range is a little, I'm not particularly too excited about it. If you turn it up, it gets really throaty and not in a good way. And if you turn it down, doesn't really scoop. I mean, not that I like scoop sounds, because scoop sounds are terrible. What do you mean? My Line 6 Spider sounds great when it's scooped on the insane setting. But the mid-range is kind of a little weak. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not super flexible. Other than that though, this thing will take the paint off the walls if you wanted to. But if you like this video, definitely click subscribe, like the video obviously, and click that bell notification button. Then follow me on Facebook at sloppyjoesshredshack. And also follow me on Instagram and it's sloppyjoes_shredshack. Anyways, I was the one and only Sloppy Joe, because I'm a sloppy boy. It looks like he's had a few Sloppy Joes in his day. That was a Peavey 6505. It took my pants off. Kind of hoping that it's going to take yours off. Links down in the description below. Later!